Tszyu coming off one of his most impressive wins over Brian Mendoza. But what is his next move as the WBO super welterweight champ? And should he even bother fighting Charlo? I'm going to try and answer these questions. Let's go. Let's first look at the division and what options are available for Tszyu. He currently holds the WBO world title and interim WBO title, so it's safe to say the fighters that are underneath him in WBO rankings are most likely ruled out for upcoming opponents. So moving over to the WBC, and considering he just beat the interim WBC champ, doesn't seem to be a fighter in that title rankings to help progress his career, apart from the WBC champ, Charlo. Turning to the WBA, there is no interim title holder, just the champ, who again is Charlo. And finally, we look at the IBF, and once again, we don't have an interim champ, just the title holder, Charlo. However, the IBF has now ordered Charlo to defend his title against the number one contender, Tszyu. So in his division of the super welterweight, the best outcome would be if Charlo came back down to the super welterweight division and both men fought for the glory of bragging rights and the undisputed championship. I think the opportunity of being a two-time undisputed champion should be enticing enough for Charlo to finally fight Tszyu. But if the IBF strip him of his IBF title, this would mean it would not be an undisputed title fight, making it less enticing for Charlo to come down and fight Tszyu. So let's just wait out on this one and see what happens. Let's now turn our attention to other weight classes. Moving down to the welterweight division, we have the first two-time undisputed champion in two weight classes in the four-belt era, Terence "Bud" Crawford. I don't think this fight will be attractive enough for Bud to sign the dotted line. Although if Tim had all four belts, then this would be a fight I'm sure both men will be chasing, especially if Bud moves up in weight to the super welterweight division and has the chance to fight for 3 weight class undisputed championships. So until Tim gets all 4 belts, you can cross Terence Crawford off as his next fight. Alright, let's now move up to the next high profile fighter, to the super middleweight division, where we see Saul Canelo Alvarez. Unfortunately for Tim, this fight will be highly unlikely after Canelo recently signed with PBC. Even though Tim's also signed with PBC, there are other fighters that are signed with PBC that make for more popular fights, such as the fight that just happened with Charlo, potentially his brother, Charlo as well, which there's been speculation that this may happen at some point. But the one that most invested fans want to see is Canelo versus David Benavidez. The two Mexicans going at it. But it's not just the fighters inside Canelo's weight division, it's also fighters up from Canelo's weight division that could be potential fights for him. And one of those potential fights is Canelo versus Dimitri Bivol 2. So taking all those other potential fights for Canelo into consideration, it's highly unlikely Tszyu will fight against Canelo anytime soon, or even at all. Who will be Tim's next opponent? Right now, my guess would be either Charlo, if he agrees, or if Charlo will not fight him, and Charlo also chooses not to defend his IBF title against Tszyu, then the smart move would be for Tim to fight Tszyu for the IBF title once it has been awarded to Tszyu, and start trying to collect those titles and gain the undisputed without Charlo. That would be an interesting avenue. At the moment, Tszyu's fight path is as clear as mud. But either way, I'm sure it won't take long for his team to announce someone soon with how active Tim has been. Who do you think Tim will fight next? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, peace out.